Guys, I'm back and I'm doing another video, and this video I'm reading Wings of Fire, the Dragonaut Prophecies. So make sure you subscribe, hit that bell notification, and yeah. So let me just, this will probably turn into a series, maybe, I don't know. It depends if you guys like it. I don't know if I said this already, but make sure you subscribe, hit the bell notification. Okay, so the Dragonaut Prophecy. When the war has lasted 20 years, the Dragonauts will come. When the land is soaked in blood and tears, the Dragonauts will come. Find the sea wind egg of deepest blue wings of night shall come to you. The largest egg in the mountain high will give to you the wings of sky. For wings of earth search through the mud for an egg the color of dragon blood, and hidden alone from the rival queens. The sand-winged egg awaits unseen, of 3 queens who blister and blaze and burn. 2 shall die, and 1 shall learn. If she bows to a faith that is stronger and higher, she'll have the power of the wings of fire. 5 eggs to hatch on the brightest night. 5 dragons born and the fight. Darkness will rise to bring the light. The Dragonauts are coming. Okay. Plugli. So this is first chapter, I guess. A dragon was trying to hide in the storm. Lightning flicked across the dark clouds. Hipterin clutched his fragile cargo closer. If he could make it over the mountains, he'd be safe. He'd escaped the sky dragon's place unseen, and the secret cave was so close. But his theft had not been as stealthy as he thought, and eyes as black as Obsidian were already tracking him from below. The ormiest dragon on the mountain ledge had pale gold scales, the radiant heat like a desert horizon. Her black eyes narrowed, watching the gleam in silver wings far up in the clouds. She flicked her tail, and behind her 2 more dragons rose to the sky and dove into the heart of the storm. A prison shrike echoed off the mountains. Their talons seized the moon-pale ice dragon. Blind his mouth, the waiting dragon ordered as her soldiers to drop Hipter on the slick, wet ledge. Her soldiers dropped Hipter. Oh, I already read that. In front of her. He was already inhaling, ready to attack quickly. One of the soldiers grabbed a chain from the pile of smoldering coals. He threw it around the ice dragon's snout, clamping his jaws together with a sizzling smell of burning scales. Hipter let out a muffled scream. Okay, so obviously you can see I like the book. Too late, the sand dragon's forked tongue slithered in and out of her mouth. You won't be using your freezing death breath on us, Ice Dragon. He was carrying this cream burn, said one of the soldiers, handing her a dragon egg. Burn squirt at the egg through downpour. This is not an ice wind egg, she hissed. You stole this from the Skywing Palace. The ice wind started back at her, hissing steam. Cried his snout, where the hot chains met cold silver scales. You thought you got away unnoticed, didn't you? Burns said. My Skywind, Arlie, is not a fool, Queen. Scarlet knows everything that happens in her kingdom. Her lookout reported the Icewind thief sneaking away, and I decided finish him. You might add some violence to the boring visit. Burn held the large egg up to the light of fire and turned it slowly. Red and gold shimmered below the pale smooth surface. Yes, this is Skyrim egg about to hatch. Burn must. Why would my sister send you to steal a Skywing? Dragonaut Blaze hates any dragon younger and prettier than she is. She thought for a moment as rain drummed on the ledge around them. Unless the brightest night is tomorrow. Her tail flicked up like a scorpion's, the poisonous bar inches from Hevert's eyes. You're not in Blazes. Okay, so make sure you comment what you think about this book. And yeah. Army, are you were on one of those inspired underground peacemongers. The talons of peace, said one of the soldiers. You mean they are real? Burns snorted. A few worms crying over a little blood unwrap his chains. He won't be able to freeze us until his scales cool down. The enormous sand dragon leaned closer as her soldier pulled the chains away. Tell me, Ice Dragon, do you really believe in that Pomus or Nightwing's prophecy? Haven't enough dragons died for your war? Snarled Heveter, racing at the pain in his jaws. All the price has suffered for the last 12 years of the prophecy says. I don't care. No prophecy decides what happens to me, Burn interrupted. I'm not letting a bunch of words or baby dragons choose when I die or what I bow to. We can have peace when my sisters are dead and I am queen of the Sandwings. Her venomous tail dipped closer to the silver dragon. Rain pattered on Heveter's scales. He glared up at her. Dragonauts are coming whether you like it or not, and they'll choose who the next Sandwing Queen should be. Lily Burn stepped back and turned the egg slowly between her talons. Her forked tongue slipped in and out of her smile. So Icewind, this is a part of your prophetic prophecy. Dun dun dun. Oh. Heveter went still. Burn tapped lightly on the eggshell with one long talon. Hello, she called. Is there a Dragonaut of this tiny in there ready to come out and end this big bad war? Leave it alone, Heveter choked out. Tell me, Burns said, what becomes your precious prophecy if one of the 5 Dragonauts is never hatched at all? You wouldn't, he said. No one would harm a dragon egg. His blue eyes were fixed dependently on her talons. No wings of sky to help save the world, Burns said. What a sad, sad story. She began tossing the egg from one front claw to the other. I guess that means you should be very, very careful with the terrible, important little oops. With an exerted lung, Burn pretended the wet egg was slipping through her talons, and she let it fall over the side of the cliff into the rocky darkness below. No Heveter shied. He threw off the 2 soldiers and flung himself toward the edge. Burn slammed her massive claws down his neck. So much for destiny, for she smirked. So much for your tragic little movement. You're a monster, the Ice Wing gasped within. Under her talons, his voice cracked with despair. We'll never give up on the Dragonauts. The Dragonauts will come and stop this war. Okay, guys, this is where I'm going to leave it here. Let me grab a bookmark. No, here. Hold on, guys. So I'm going to leave it there to stop that war. And we'll see you next time for Dragon Wins. So goodbye. Make sure you subscribe. Yeah.